So this might be the end of the main storyline. We went through all the other warp gates here in the Scorpium network. And we unlocked this one down here. In the last episode we couldn't go this way because it was blocked off, but now we can. Because we went to all the other warp gates. So once you're done with all the other warp gates, you come here and you can go through here. And I'm assuming this will be...
Are you and everyone all right?
I'm sure this will lead to the final boss, I'm guessing.
Scorpia. Precisely, Your Majesty. On our homeworld, many use this power to overcome their sickness and ailments. Soon we may overcome the frailty of age itself.
Yet still, you were forced to flee here from your land, yes?
Only by those who seek to use Scorpia might for their wicked schemes. Consider, if you would, that there are countless worlds beyond this one with the same power we command. Should the peoples of these worlds move on your own, the Veil Empire will be helpless to hold them at bay.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking outside, out of the stars, making sure there's no like items or anything around here. What are we supposed to do? Attack the throne? We're just supposed to go back? What the heck's going on? I guess we just go back, okay. I'm confused. I guess we just come here to get that scene and that's it.
Gaston! This is too much. His
Oh, we gotta fight Fuse Gaston again, okay.
Let's see if you can handle this! Being a hero runs in the family! Let's see if you can handle this!
Why can't you just understand? My aim is true!
Give us a hand, Duma! Sharing strength. Being a hero runs in the family! Hostile gathering strength. Blindside recommended. Let's see if you can handle this!
Out of my way!
Being a hero runs in the family! We'll leave him alone. Let's see if you can handle this! Being a hero runs in the family. Let's see if you can handle this. I know what justice looks like, and I'm gonna carry it out.
If my life.
Yeah, so make sure to save it whenever you're in this zone here, because once you're in that like alternate area, you can't save it. It won't let you open the menu at all. Even during the boss fight against Fuse Gaston, I was not able to open the menu. So you have to save here and be prepared here. We're gonna have another scene up ahead here, I guess. It's gonna take us to one of those alternate areas.
What would you have me do? Their technology and might is unquestionable. But how do I know they speak the truth? Know they have lived as they say? Would you have grown angry with me for even offering such strangers my consideration? Or would you find their tales intriguing and urge me on? Oh, Tatiana, why did you have to leave me? Oh, I miss you so.
I guess Tatiana was his wife, I guess. Now I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight the other Fuse guy. So I'm gonna have to turn up the volume again.
Valange has returned to Lola already. Try as you might, you will not fool me with such trickery.
The only way is
It's over
through.
now.
You will not pay.
Being a hero runs in the family. Let's see if you can handle this.
The only way.
Let's see if you can handle this.
This will leave a mark. You will know pain.
Being a hero runs in the family.
Will leave a mark. You will know pain.
The only.
You will know pain.
Arrows attack incoming. Execute blindside maneuver.
This will leave a mark. You will know
Let's see if you can handle this.
this will leave a mark. It's thirsty to this. Will this suffice?
Being a hero runs in the family.
Item obtained.
Strength.
Time has come.
He had a lot more HP that time, but still no match for us. So next, I guess it's against Baldur. I guess. I don't... There might be another one. I guess we'll find
My
out.
guess is Baldur himself will be up ahead here. You sure you're ready for this, Leticia?
Never have I been more. Come now, let us put an end to this.
Yes, finally. This dude refuses to die. So you want to make sure to save it now because you won't get another chance to save it. And we'll make our way over this way. Bunny!
I was certain you would come.
Baldur.
Baldur. You've lost yourself in your twisted dreams of what the Scorpium might offer you. Take a good hard look at yourself now. Do you still see one of the humanoids you wanted to save?
Humanoid? Of course not. The power the Scorpium possess is divine. In joining them, I am now closer to a god than mortal.
Our kind and the Scorpium are but life by different forms. None of us living can claim ourselves gods.
And there is no need for any of you to be. My only desire is for you to join us and live your lives in a whole new world, one free of sickness and conflict. As Emperor of Vale, it is my duty to lead my people to peace. And in becoming the Scorpium's god, I can finally fulfill my duty.
Your current existence is no different from an android like myself. Constructed by humans, given life through technology, we will never be gods.
Listen to yourself. Are the gods of history not but man-made creations? Then surely you would agree that the most godlike among us now is either you or myself.
You're a paltry excuse for one. Man cloaks himself in knowledge and power taken from others and mistakes himself an idol. You are just one of many who litter the pages of our history.
Yes, correct. And even with all the technological advancements we've seen, your story is quite common.
History itself will determine my divine status. Once the whole universe is one with the Scorpium, we shall be omnipotent. We shall become God.
Well, it'll be impossible for you to become one, since we're here to make sure that never happens.
The universe needs not such a deity. If there is anything divine in this world, it is but the flame of life inside of all of us.
Mortal life has always feared the unknown. A fear of the divine is only natural.
Yet fear you will not find in us, nor a thought spared for the desecration you speak of.
Many times since my youth, I have offered up my prayers. Yet though I called to God for help, it was never but by the hands of man that I was saved. If a true God were to be born here today, mankind would surely lose their essence. So you will understand why I must stop you.
We're not going to get anywhere arguing about this.
are we, Boltor?
At last, a sentiment I find agreement with.
As mortals, we stand more powerful than the god you claim to be.
Princess Leticia, it is precisely that fiery spirit of yours which Scorpium so desperately needs. Join me, my new daughter.
Detecting incoming attack.
Time has come for you to learn your place. Behold, the infinite power of a god! The Scorpium way is to seek the evolution of all life through integration.
Affirmative.
Why then do you inhibit us so?
There was never any or a single transformer. Neither were integration nor assimilation any more than one of countless possibilities.
You approach men to find those suited to join us, but now deny our very way.
I have determined the need for change in Scorpium ideology is necessary. An evolution of thought, rather than form.
You too would see the birth of an all-new Scorpium. Then we are at a standstill. I find your lack of resolve disappointing. You lack the power your words would suggest. You are no match for your new god. Watch now! Behold my might! I have surpassed all you have ever known! The universe itself shall evolve through total integration. Yes, yes, this is how it must be!
You must remain determined and unwavering. A hardened resolve itself grants power here.
You say that like it's easy. It's not like we can just wield sheer will like a sword and stab him.
A battle in this digital realm essentially equates to the use of data traffic to overwhelm your opponent. For organic life forms like yourselves, it may be best to think of this as what you call willpower or resolve.
Mind against mind. Heart against heart. Your refusal to accept Boldor as God is your weapon against him.
Come now! Join us! My children!
I alone have the knowledge and power to save people from illness! I don't need you interfering!
Each of us must find within ourselves the strength to defend that which we cherish.
You and I are disparate beings. I cannot stand your presumption to speak in my place.
Never have I relied on the power of the divine. My well-being will forever be delivered by mine own hand.
Gods are a norm, but are not an existence. We humanoids unfortunately cause war and strife, but we too are the ones who bring peace and order.
My past is rid by both my mistakes and atonement. It makes me the man I am today, and can never be taken away!
By my hand, this world stands strong, full with those I love.
The work I do sustains and unites the lives of all the people across the stars!
See to this.
Follow my lead.
No! This cannot be! A god cannot be bested! Think yourself stronger than a god!
Threats detected.
How? Preposterous! What could you lowly mortals ever hope to do? With my power as a god, I could bring endless bliss to all life in this world, to all life in the universe. With such power, I will not, must not be beat.
You are Buldur Il-Vale. Man, not God.
I am.
How could one possibly know happiness in a world without sorrow to temper it? A world forged from single-minded devotion is ultimately the same as one empty of all.
No, stop that. Stare not at me with those eyes, mortal.
Buldur!
I will not be eradicated. I cannot be. I alone am destined to be your new god and leader.
Behind me, now.
Enough! No more of this! I will not be defeated here! I refuse!
What's going on?
Buldur's will endures and refuses to be erased. Should he continue to resist in this way, this virtual realm will be obliterated with all in it.
Buldur! Cease this at once! The battle is over!
Words are useless. I will do what is needed.
Please, no! My universe yet needs me!
Here we part.
What?
No!
I am unable to maintain your consciousness in this space any longer. With what power I have left, I will see you returned safely.
But what's gonna happen to you?
You possess the potential to both understand the Scorpium and guide them to an enlightened future. Through you, may the seeds of all evolutionary paths for life be sown. I place my faith in you.
Understood. Rest assured.
Leticia, our journey together was a valuable experience. If there are others with minds as open and accepting as yours, a peaceful coexistence with Scorpium will someday be possible. Thank you, Leticia, for affirming this for me.
Duma!
My investigation is at its end.
Is it all over now?
I am inclined to believe it only just begins.
I would agree.
Thank you, little Duma.
We are to be a protectorate, then?
Yes. As I mentioned before, Aster 4's prolonged contact with more advanced civilizations categorized it as a protectorate of the Pangalactic Federation.
Are we to be subjected to surveillance by an ambassador?
No, nothing quite as direct as that. Aster will remain under observation to prevent any unnecessary interaction with advanced civilizations until it reaches a certain threshold.
Pretty imperious, aren't you? Was that not where the Federation's faults originally lie?
Guess some things are hard to change. And though it might not exactly be compensation, all of you, who have been subject to intense intervention, now have the option to travel to any Federation system to live or study.
Studying on a different planet. I must say, I don't hate the thought. Right?
Agreed. But I must refuse. I vowed to attend to tasks on this planet using mine own strength. I've had lesson enough as to the consequences of progression that was acquired through the power of others.
That's true. If I studied medical science at such an advanced level, I'm pretty sure I could save lives all across the universe. But first and foremost, I want to treat the suffering people of this world with my own hands and using our own techniques.
Our journey into the stars must be one born of our own volition. Only then will we find ourselves on equal ground with you and yours.
I see. You know, you're probably right.
But then, what would that mean for us? You spoke of some preservation pact? Does it forbid us from seeing one another again?
Well, I can't speak for Marielle, but Elena and I aren't bound by Federation laws. We can come and go whenever we want.
All things considered, I can probably visit again too, so long as you are the only ones I interact with.
Well, that's great. I think we can all live with that.
Yeah, I mean, if it were up to me, I'd set up a branch of Lawrence Logistics right here in Osarius, and that would let us see as much or as little of each other as we could ever want.
Now is a time for restraint. Surely, the events here have opened your eyes to the importance of the Federation's underdeveloped planet preservation pact.
Yeah, I get it. But come on, you gotta at least see how hard that is on a personal level. Don't be so uptight.
I say this with respect to the positions of both Elena and Marielle. But, from my own view, I fail to find fault in Raymond's suggestion.
Wow, Albie, can't say I expected that coming from you.
Spare me. I simply speak for us all.
I wonder if my ancestors also felt the same way long ago.
Worry not. We have a tendency to be fine, after all.
You know, you're a lot more carefree now than you were before.
For that, I know who to thank.
Oh my, who could that be? Did we have someone irresponsible like that around?
Oh yes. At hand, I might say.
Oh yeah? Well... we both got jobs to do, right?
More than I care for, indeed.
If only some god would show up and free us all from the burdens of work life so we could just kick back and have fun.
Says the man bound to place his burdens on the shoulders of poor Chloe and Elena.
Hey, I've become crazy capable after all this. I'm sure they feel like they can just relax and enjoy the ride.
You are free to believe whatever you want.
Ray?
Okay, let's leave it at that.
Ray, this is the Aldous. We're now in geostationary orbit.
Copy that. Yep, best get going before this turns into another pick-on Ray fest.
It does seem about time.
This is Raymond for the Aldous. Commence transfer.
.583. An unprecedented crisis for the Pangalactic Federation was resolved with the cooperation of the planets Vergold and Aster IV. However, the corruption which plagued the highest levels of Federation leadership continues to leave its mark on the organization. Amidst growing calls from Federation captains, my grandfather, Emerson T. Kenny, was assigned as interim commander of the Federation fleet. A retired military man, he refused at first, but after much pushback, he took the reins to lead the Federation from its worst crisis yet. Through these troubled events, I've come to question the Federation's purpose in this galaxy, as well as my own function as one of its officers. But I choose to believe that its cause is still just. We must ensure a future of peace. Pan-Galactic Federation Lieutenant Mariel L. Kenny.
The events that unfolded spanned numerous star systems, though their sovereign was defeated. Remnants of the centralist Scorpium and their invasive measures still remained. Those among the Pan-Galactic Federation who aligned with the Scorpium cause were on the run, but still retained their influence. To combat both these foes, my partner Elena, armed with data saved from Duma's survey, helped us hit the Scorpium network from their own colony. Duma's experiences and noble ideology had a profound impact on the network, and saw the remaining Centralists quickly weakened. And while everything might still be far from wrapped up, it shouldn't be too long now until the Scorpium find themselves on the right track. My hope now is that the Pan-Galactic Federation might find its way too. Captain of the Lawrence logistics ship the Aldous, Raymond Lawrence.
Alright, they're done talking, so review time for Star Ocean, the Divine Force. So, gameplay. I like the gameplay a lot in this game. I like the Duma and everything. So I'm giving the gameplay a pretty high rating. 9.5 out of 10. It's definitely, I think it's definitely deserving of that. The gameplay is really good in this. Music. The Star Ocean games, some of their music's memorable, but a lot of the times not really. It's definitely not on the same level as like Final Fantasy. So let me give the music a 7 out of 10. Good music, just not great or anything like that. Story, which I've started doing. I started rating story. I rated the story of Final Fantasy 16, which is probably like the best part of the game, honestly. But for this game, I'll give it a 7 as well as the story. I don't think it's that great, honestly. Just good, you know. Graphics, obviously, very well done, of course. I'd say the PS4 version, probably like a 7 as well. But the graphics, since the frame rate's a lot better on PS5, and I'm tying the frame rate into graphics, just because it fits there more than anywhere else. I guess it could go into gameplay too, but I'm still linking in with graphics because I'm already giving the gameplay a pretty high rating. Just, it doesn't matter about the frame rate really. So yeah, I'm gonna give for PS4 a 7, but since I played on PS5, the frame rate's a little bit better, so I'll bump it up to a 8 out of 10 and that. So also how in depth the game is. I usually rate that as well. Like how much you could do in the game, how long is the game, and all that. There's quite a lot to do in this game, but not near as much as the other Star Ocean games. So I'm going to give it 7 out of 10 as well, in terms of how in-depth the game is. And one of the things I did like about this game, though, is the characters. I do like the characters in this game. Really well done with the characters. We haven't even seen all the characters either, because there's still a character called JJ, which I'm going to be doing a new game and going through Raymond's story, and we'll be recruiting JJ in that playthrough. So we're actually not done with the game yet. I'm just reviewing it. I don't review like post-game or anything like that. I just review the main storyline, which is what most people do. Most people don't really count the post-game. We will be doing the post-game though. The overall rating, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Be a little bit generous with it. I think it's a great game. I enjoyed my time with Star Ocean: The Divine Force. I like how they brought back some of the abilities from the older games, like Fist of Fury from Star Ocean 3, which I think it's in Star Ocean 4 and 5 as well, I'm not sure. So I won't say they brought back, but I'm glad they kept using Fist of Fury. And they kept using Energy Burst. They brought it in this game as well, so I like that. Energy Burst is definitely very fun to use. Some of the other skills are really fun to use, like Wildcat. I like using that. I just love spamming skills in Star Ocean games. It's really fun. It never gets old. But this game is nowhere near on the same level as Star Ocean 2. Star Ocean 2 I gave it 9.5 out of 10. Or I think I actually gave it maybe even higher than that. 9.8 I think. I don't know. 9.5 I thought was what I gave it. But I don't remember. But definitely Star Ocean 2 is the best Star Ocean game. I had insane amount of fun with that game. This game's just great, I would say. I wouldn't necessarily say it's definitely not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I didn't think it, maybe it's because I took a break from the game as well. But let me turn it up here.
The treaty with the Empire had been postponed indefinitely due to the Scorpium conflict. Yet today, discussions have concluded. I present the documents signed by Emperor Gerard.
Good news at last. And what news of my daughter?
Her Highness remained determined and performed her duties admirably. She did not back down before the Empire's new commanders. She also took great care not to say anything which may serve to undermine Emperor Gerard's position.
Is that so? No. Where might she be this moment?
Your Majesty, the princess...
She claimed herself tired and parted ways with us, asking we not follow. Your Majesty.
Well, not much we can do about that. Perhaps I was in too much a rush to abdicate. These are times of peace. I best stand strong for her till she is ready. Now, Bertrand, Lola, I would ask you look after my daughter and I for some time yet.
Sir.
Sir.
I am beyond exhausted. Oh, my shoulders ache. If only I could visit Nina. Maester Midas is always off somewhere. Albert and Theo continue their rounds about the kingdom. Malkia and Marielle both find themselves working through their own great troubles. And I scarce get to see Ray, Elena, and Chloe. I wish to see them.
For now, I'll have to do.
You prove more strict than Albert himself.
Currently, Nina drains my pockets with her medical services for Colonel Valange. I cannot afford to lose this position. So excuse me if I take my work seriously. That being said, Princess Leticia, His Majesty calls for you. Please make your way back to the Royal City. There is much, much work that remains to be done.
I am working quite diligently, I'll have you know.
There's obviously a lot more endings and everything, but that was the ending I got. Star Ocean games have a lot of endings. Yeah, we could save it here. I'm going to save it on our multiple files here, just in case I screw something up. There we go. And I guess that was New Game Plus. Or is there like post game or whatever still? I don't know how to do the post game. I'll have to figure that out. Don't know if we unlocked any new areas or anything. I'll have to figure out how to do the post game. But yeah, we're not done yet, obviously. All the Star Ocean games have a really deep post game. I don't know about this game, but we'll see. I'll be starting that up in the next episode. But yeah, this game's great. I stand by that. I didn't really have any problems with the game, really. The text is a little small. One of the problems with the game. I wish they had made the font a little bit bigger, but because I wasn't enjoying it as much when I played on PS4. I bumped up the rating when I started playing on PS5. Even though the font's still the same size, it was because when I first started playing this game, I had the TV away from me. And so, I couldn't really see the text very well. And if I didn't move my TV closer to me, I have my TV really close to me now, so I could see the text pretty easily. But this game was going to be like a 7 out of 10, but it got bumped up to a great. So, yeah, I liked it. I am more of a positive person, though, than most people, so it's really hard for me to dislike a JRPG. But I'm going to end the video here. In the next episode, we'll start the post-game, or we'll start up Raymond's storyline. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. But thanks for watching. Later.